Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I was actually challenged by Hamba's Glam on Instagram to do a video of me doing makeup with no brushes. And I was like, hey girl, I'm quarantined. I'll do that. Look, Ma, no brushes. I'm gonna start off with Smashbox Photofinish Primer. I already prepped my skin with oil and washed my hands. Make sure I'm nice and sanitary. So just took a dime size amount on my fingers and I'm just pressing that in all over my face. And then for foundation, I'm using the Tarte Foundcealer. And then I actually like to mix this with, this one is the Drunk Elephant. It's the Fortifie in bronze. And it just adds a little bit of color and radiance to your skin. Mix that all together on my God-given brushes and just pat that in all over. And then just blend it out. And I normally would do my eyeshadow first, but for something like this, I'm just doing a little bit more natural look. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. So I'm using the Hello Fab. This one is from First Aid Beauty. And I'm just gonna dot that right around my under eyes on the inner corner. And then I got a lovely little blemish. Cover that. Okay, maybe I got a couple. And then I'm just gonna use my fingers to blend that out too. A lot of people like to use beauty blenders. I actually really like using my hands for a lot of the cream products because they heat up the product and they actually help it really smooth onto the skin very nicely without applying too much product. So I'm just kind of lightly lifting my finger and kind of bouncing that product onto the skin to build coverage without leaving too much product on. This is a very lightweight concealer anyways. I'm not wanting a ton of coverage or a heavy look. This is definitely gonna be a more natural cream finish. And this tutorial is actually great if you have drier skin or if you have concerns about fine lines or wrinkles or aging. This is gonna be a really nice, radiant, lightweight look. I'm just dabbing, 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 dabbing. Just kidding. All right, so I feel like I have a pretty even complexion now. So I wanna go in and add contour, highlight, and blush. So I have this Makeup Forever palette. It actually has a color corrector, highlight, contour, and then a little bit brighter highlight. I am just going to use the contour out of this today. I'm gonna use my finger, just take a little bit of this, and I'm gonna sweep it right below my cheekbones. I'm just gonna lightly blend that upward. We want to give the appearance of a more lifted look, so the contour should always be blended up. And I always start with the most product in the back because we generally want it to look a little darker towards the back of the face and kind of lighten and diffuse as it pulls forward. Now, I'm also gonna bring it right under my chin and just really define the jawline. I'm gonna go behind my ear, down around the jaw, and then just blend that all down my neck. I'm also gonna take just a little bit right around my hairline, and that you wanna blend kind of down towards the center of your face. So I'll bring just a little bit on the tip of my nose, kind of down the sides of my nose. All right, contoured. It wouldn't be a makeup tutorial without me using highlighter. That is my favorite thing ever. So I've got the Cover FX custom drops, and this one is in Moonlight. So I'm just taking a drop of that and just taking my middle finger, just patting it right on the highest point of my cheekbone. And then I'm wrapping it down around kind of the ball of the cheek and up around to the arch of the brow and just lightly diffusing it out. So when you turn your head, you get that nice radiant glow. I'm also gonna add just a little bit through the center of the face, so right on the tip of the chin, tip of the nose, again above the arch of the brow, and then just lightly through the center of the nose and right on the inner corners of my eyes. And for the blush, I'm using a cream blush. This one is from Urban Decay. It's called Score. It's just kind of a peachy color. Again, just using my finger, kind of patting right on the apple of the cheek and blending back. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind with this is the amount of pressure that you're using to apply products. You don't want to use so much pressure that you end up pulling product off and making things look splotchy or uneven. You also want to be careful that you're not using too much product so you don't get into that mess anyways. All right, I'm happy with the way that the complexion is looking, so I'm going to go in and set everything. I am using the Feel Refreshed setting spray. And I'm not using any powders, so it's really important that I use a setting spray or something to just really help the makeup stay on longer. This definitely wouldn't be an all-day wear look for you, but if you're looking for something lightweight and easy and radiant, this is it. Next thing I'm gonna do is add a little bit of product to my brows. So I have the Benefit 3D Browtones, and this one is the number 4. And I'm just gonna brush it right into my brows. I hope this isn't cheating. I don't know what the rules are, if I could use, you know, products that already have applicators on them, but I think it works. Honestly, brows would be a pretty difficult one to do without a brush, I think. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is go in and add some eyeshadow. I am using a powder eyeshadow. You could do a cream as well, but I am gonna use the Urban Decay, the Naked 3 palette. And I am just gonna start with a nice nude color. Again, just using my fingers to apply. This one's called Strange. Just gonna pat it all over my lid. You might be wondering, like, Kelsey, you have mascara on. Yes, I do. I have a really weird fear of getting water in my eyes, and I like hate with a passion taking my mascara off. I know it's awful, but I've always been that way. I usually only take it off like twice a week. Don't judge me. Next thing I'm gonna do is add in, what's this one called? Limit. And I'm gonna use that just to define the crease. Just taking my finger and just starting on the outer corner, blending inward. And then I'm gonna go in with my pinky and I'm gonna take Dark Side and I am going to just really lightly pat that on the outer corner and blend it inward. And I am also gonna take that same color, just kind of on the side of my finger very lightly. Just sweep it right along that outer corner. I do wanna add a little bit higher shine just kind of under the arch of my brow. So I am going to add Dust, which is just kind of a shimmer right under the arch. I think that's good for shadow. It's pretty fabulous. So I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Zero eyeliner and I'm just gonna go right in my lash line. I always like to bring it in the top outer corner too. It just makes your lash line look a little bit thicker. This is the Kat Von D Trooper liner. I'm just gonna concentrate kind of more on the outer corner here. I'm gonna add mascara. So this is the Nars Climax mascara. I have been absolutely loving this. It has been giving me tons of volume and length. Let's face it, during quarantine, I'm not really climaxing at all, so this is the closest thing to it. Thanks, Nars. And I always bump the brush back and forth while I apply the mascara. It's just gonna give you a little bit more volume. So the last thing I'm gonna do is add lip. So I'm gonna use my favorite lip liner. It is Liar by Urban Decay. I'm not lying. So for the lip liner, I like to tilt my head back and follow the lip line on the bottom. Sorry if you can see up my nose. I don't think I have any dots in the cave. And then I like to tilt my head down and follow the lip line on the top. And then just kind of fill in the outer corners. I'm gonna add a lip stain. This actually is my very own lip stain, KZA Cosmetics. I'm gonna dot just a little right in the center there. And I do like to go a little lighter with the lip color. That way it creates a little bit of a variance in color and it's gonna make your lips actually look a little bigger. While that's drying, I actually see a couple areas where I want just a little bit more coverage now that I've got everything on. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer and I'm just gonna hit this area just one more time. So one thing when you do all creams, you don't set it with a powder. If stuff starts to fall, like any of the mascara particles or anything like that, it just sticks and then it looks darker. And I don't wanna look like I have a mustachio. It's not a good look. I mean, unless you're into that. I do like a glossy lip, so I'm gonna go in with my KZA Cosmetics Morganite lip gloss. Just add a really nice high shine on top of that. All right, and that is it. Full face, no brushes, just my God-given brushes, which are my hands. And I think that turned out pretty nicely. So if you're ever in a pinch, you don't have brushes, this is a great way that you can apply a full face of makeup and honestly get a pretty good look with everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned some fun tips and tricks. I challenge you to try this at home too and videotape it because I would love to see it. And I really do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am going through a really hard time right now, obviously, as a lot of people are, with not being able to actually work in my craft, and really missing the clients that I work with and letting you guys know that you're beautiful and amazing every day. So I'm so happy that I can at least connect with you virtually. So let me know if there's things that you do want to see, things that you don't want to see. I might listen, I might not. Who knows? But it is quarantine time. I have unlimited time to make videos for you guys. What a dream or a nightmare. Who knows? We'll find out. But in all seriousness though, I do hope everyone is doing okay throughout this. It is a really hard time for a lot of people, and I have been so fortunate to have some amazing clients and friends and family reach out, and I know that I'm loved and supported, and I am here for you guys for whatever you need, even if it's just, you know, a little entertainment for right now. But love you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks again. Mwah. This is my lap dog, Kencho. I think he's a little scared of the lights and the camera and the action. Kencho, tell everyone hi. I'm trying to teach him a TikTok dance. So if anybody knows how to get a dog to stand on his hind legs and like twirl around and dance, that'd be great. So far, I can get him to sit, shake, kick. Okay, say bye-bye. You shake? Good dog.